Recently, the use of rosemary essential oil has been gaining popularity in the beauty, looks maxing, and biohacking world. You see, there have been some studies, articles, and even anecdotal evidence suggesting that rosemary oil might actually have a significant impact positively on hair health. Maybe helping with hair health, strength, and potentially even hair regrowth. Now, what caught my eye was this study published in 2015 showing that rosemary essential oil had a similar positive effect for the treatment of androgenic alopecia, male pattern baldness, as minoxidil did. Anyways, being someone who likes to experiment with more natural stuff, I wanted to give rosemary essential oil a try on the hairline. So for the past 4 months, I have been applying a homemade rosemary essential oil cream to some weak spots in my hairline. Now, being around 120 days later, I want to take a look and see if there are any noticeable changes beginning to take place. Are we going to see new follicle growth, thicker hair, or is this actually making my hairline worse? Let's dive in and find out, but you gotta focus. Before we dive into the before and after comparisons, I wanna show you guys how I've been making this rosemary cream solution. I get a little jar with a lid for storage because we're gonna make a bunch just to use on a daily basis. Then I get my favorite lotion right here. This is MSM lotion by Sunstar Organics. You should be able to get this on Amazon if you're interested. Or I also saw in a lot of articles people using like a carrier oil, like coconut oil or something like that. So I actually did try it with coconut oil, but it just got so greasy and like shiny, and I don't know, it was just like wet all the time. From my experience, this lotion is just less greasy, so this is what I've been using. But anyways, I take this out just to make it quicker, and I squeeze about a 1/4 cup into my jar here. That's good right there. Then all I do is apply the active ingredient for this experiment, 100% pure rosemary essential oil. Yeah, it's powerful. So I've been putting about 20 to 30 drops of the rosemary essential oil in there, but I've been, seeing on some articles and whatnot, like 5 to 10 drops or whatever, because this stuff, like, it's strong. And yeah, that's kind of why you don't want to just apply the essential oil directly, is because it's actually like really strong, and if it like probably got in your eye or something like that, it might burn pretty bad. Yeah, still strong, but it's more diluted in that lotion. And then also the lotion helps it go on. And after I get out of the shower, just take a little dab like this. And I've been applying it to my weak spot right here on the right side. And I rub it in a little bit. And then I actually kind of like have been massaging it recently, because I've come across some studies showing that scalp massage might actually help aid in hair regrowth. And then I also do apply some to the other side as well. This is my stronger side, as you can see. Definitely not as dented in, but gotta keep it even, right? And then honestly, I've actually been even applying some to that back colic area right back here, where you might get the classical bird's nest, but it's a little bit more hairy back there, especially now with my hair being longer. But I put it back in there anyways. Yeah, I mean, it pretty much dissolves in, can't see it anymore, and yeah, all you can do now is just smell it, and I smell like rosemary oil. So that's how I've been making my homemade rosemary cream. I do put about 30 drops in it, and that 1/4 cup or so right there usually lasts about 3 or so weeks before it's all out, and I gotta make a new batch. Now, for the past 4 months, I have been applying this cream to these spots daily after my showers, and this might sound a little weird to some, but I tend to take about 2 showers a day, usually one in the afternoon, typically after a workout, and then one right before I go to bed. Whether you think that's too many showers or not, the important takeaway point is for the past 4 months, I have seriously had a constant application of this rosemary cream to these weak spots in my head. Specifically, the weak spot on the right side is the side we're gonna really take a look at. But did it actually have a noticeable effect on my hairline? Finally, let's take a look. So on the left is 4 months ago, and then on the right is actually today, so right now. So I took these pictures in the exact same area, and I did my best to line these up in the size of these images and also the angle of approach to the camera, this way and that way. So this is a comparison of my right side, my weak side, the side that I believe is receding the most, whether this is actually the beginning of male pattern baldness or if it's just a natural weak spot in the hairline. So removing these just guidelines here that I made myself. Now at first glance, it almost looks like, oh, it looks so much better. But if we kind of like zoom in, well, I don't know, maybe it is better. You tell me. Bring this in closer here. So if we zoom in and we actually look side by side, it does look like in the afters on the right here, it is a little bit thicker. But you got to remember, my hair is longer in the afters, so some of this hair could just be growing and like filling in these spots that have been seeing through to my scalp a little bit better, making it appear thicker on these outskirt parts right here. What I was and am hoping to do is potentially grow new hair follicles or sprout new follicles or old follicles that went away, you know, some years ago, right in this spot right here. Whether that's possible or not, that's what I want to see what will happen. So if we actually do zoom in and really look at this zone right here, we can kind of locate some of these hairs. Boom, boom, that little one down here. I want to say this one's actually this one right here. Yeah, boom, boom. And then this one, oh no, that one looks like it might be like right there actually. To be honest, that's why I'm actually sharing this with you guys, to see if you guys notice any actual difference, not just my hair being longer, therefore appearing thicker. Are you actually potentially citing any new sprouts? Because I can't say that I actually am. But for some reason it looks thicker. So I'm going to do an overlay here and watch them between the fades. After. Before. After. Before. After. I truly don't know. What do you guys think? If anything, it does look like there might be more thickness right here, but I don't know if there's any new follicles, and the thickness appearance might just be because my hair is longer, therefore it's taking up more space. Or maybe the rosemary helped with hair thickness. I don't know if that's for sure. I don't know if that's true. What do you guys think? But what I can say is that it doesn't appear worse. So with that being said, if we actually do look at the study that I'm all excited about, this one comparing rosemary to minoxidil, when they actually saw improvements, it was after a 6-month period. It has only been 4 months, so I actually have a couple more months before I reach that 6-month period. Maybe then all of a sudden we'll get some miracle sprouts. Also, I do understand maybe I am just being oversensitive, and this little dent on my right side that has actually been there for quite a few years now might just be naturally how my hairline sits. It might not be an indication of any type of starting of male pattern baldness. However, when I do look at the Norwood scale, which is a scale rating the stages of male pattern baldness, it appears like that dent on my right side looks like a 2. So does that indicate that I am actually headed in that direction? Or is it just a coincidence? I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know. I'm not trying to act like I'm an expert on anything. I just want to let you guys know what I've found and also share with you guys my journey and share with you guys any results that may or may not be there. And you guys can judge for yourself. But hey, maybe you learned something new about trending topics in the health and I guess beauty world or whatever, or maybe something new about the science rolling around out there. Oh, but before I go, I just want to touch on side effects. Have I experienced any side effects by having a constant application of this rosemary cream to these spots on my head over the past 4 months? No drastic side effects. The only side effects that I've noticed is essentially smelling like ground turkey, because typically I think ground turkey is like flavored with rosemary, or it helps it like preserve its flavor. And because I am doing like 30 drops in my thing as opposed to like a couple of drops like in some of these articles I've read, it's, you know, pretty potent. So I do carry that smell around with me. But to be honest, like I personally, after I put it on after 5 minutes, I stopped smelling it, but other people can smell it. Let's just put it that way. Other than that, no drastic side effects that I've noticed. Nothing like crazy scalp itch or an allergic reaction to rosemary oil. And that actually leads me to an important point. If you are gonna try this or any other thing, always consult with a physician. And then also, I always think it's a good practice to maybe start small to make sure you don't have any bad reactions. So rather than doing like 30 drops, maybe just do 1 drop. You know, put some on your skin somewhere and see if you get a rash or anything like that, because you never know, some people might be allergic to different essential oils. Yeah, and you just probably wouldn't want to rub that all over your head if you were allergic to it, because even though it is a natural product, I mean, you know, everyone reacts differently. Now, anyways, before I talk your ear off, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I'm actually going to continue to use this rosemary cream application to my head on a daily basis like I have been, and I'll probably touch back with you guys maybe in like 4 months or so. So maybe like 8 months in. So more than 6 months, 8 months in, we'll take another look and see if there's any positive results. I am hopeful we're going to see some definitive results, but we'll see. in a couple months from now. Stay tuned. Hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching this. Don't forget to subscribe, turn those notifications on. More videos coming out. Peace. I will see you all in the next video.